interested in sort of moments of human experience and how there's like a residual feeling from from some conversation that you have, or a feeling, or a mood. And I like to sort of embody that with objects. So that's where a lot of the collage comes in. I've always done figurative work. I've always been interested in the human body and the way that the face and figure can express emotion. I used to only do pieces without faces. They were faceless figures because I thought that the facial expressions gave away too much of the emotion, and I wanted the viewer to be able to fill in kind of the emotion they felt, but that changed, and now I use faces, but they're kind of blank faces so that you can attach the mood you want onto them. I think that, yeah, people do kind of go into a dream state or somewhere kind of far away and wistful when they look at my pieces. And I think that's great. I think that's definitely a positive reaction. So it is kind of what I'm going for. This piece, a lot of my work is just kind of happens where I'll have a model and I want to add an animal or some patterns and to the piece, and sort of they just assemble aesthetically. But this was based on an actual experience I had where I'd just come back from Europe, and I had a lot of news delivered to me at the Chicago airport over the phone after I'd been gone for a month in Europe, and I was kind of really wrapped up in my own head, and I went and we were waiting for our plane, and I just rode the moving sidewalks through the whole airport and thought about it all. And to me at that moment, I physically felt like sort of my body had expanded out from itself, and I was emotional, and I felt like just like this tender part of my neck was just like exposed. I felt really vulnerable, like I was wearing this big Elizabethan collar. And so when I was feeling that, and I had this visual image of how I was feeling it physically, I decided to do a piece based on that. And this piece over here was a study I did for it first, just trying to work out exactly how I wanted to symbolize the muscles and tendons and sort of emotion coming out from the body, and then afterwards I did this piece to be more complete and create a little bit more of an environment around me.
Okay.
Definitely things are going to continue in the same path stylistically, but I am looking to use more models and do less self-portraiture, or at least use other figures to stand in for some of my experiences, because I think I only have one portrait here of myself, which is this piece, but I have several others, and I'm getting tired of drawing myself. So new models, new situations. I want to get more atmospheric. I have some plans to do a couple of figures in landscapes, a nude and a barren farmland, and a nude laying on a wood path with trees on either side. So those are some plans for the future. It sort of happens in process, the colors that I choose and things like that. I keep a lot of decorative papers around, and so I'll lay those out and try them on with different photographs I've taken of models or myself, and have some idea of certain color themes. But it happens kind of impulsively after I've made a pose and figured out a piece. That's when I pick the colors.
Well, thank you. It's great having you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.